drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Check. Fresno. 56.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And that will be incomplete. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. With it is Brown. After 1, 7-0, on EA Sports. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Here we go. Express. Hey, high 7. Number 53, Mike 53.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
What we got? Start Mike 42. Half. Watch the block. Motion. Block. Hey, check 24.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Kill. Switch.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Mike 5-4. Here we go. Get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Check 52. Kill.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
That's trash. That's trash. That's it. Mike's 50. Switch. Shit. Check 30.
Allen now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Get that quarterback. Check 24. Joker.
Now Allen throwing on 3rd and long. Going up top. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Carr. Caught by Nelson left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. 93.
Check the ball.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Ed Oliver in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check 4. Check your hot read.
After the sack on first down, Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Express. 734. Hey, Foxtrot. They're running.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he goes out right around the 39. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it.
The Chiefs get first down 10. Let's go. At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get them about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, watch this, watch this. Check three, check three, check three.
Now it's Smith running right. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Turn up. Kill, turn up. Watch the safety creep. Look out.
To throw, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards the pickup there. From the gun, Carr. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
Yes, sir.
And the Raiders have got him. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, switch gears. Jim. 80 weapon. 26, 637. OP. Hey, Echo.
Throwing now is Carr. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play that time for the Raiders. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now Allen. That's caught left side by Hardman. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
29. Hey, exit.
Operating from the gun. Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
He's checking.
From the gun, Carr. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st down, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Kill. Check it back.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Kill. Go. Turn it up.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 32-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Switch. Watch the shift.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Step. Allen hit. He lost the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. 21 yards there on third down. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. Carr now on first down. Lets it go for Nelson. And it's hauled in by Nelson. Touchdown Raiders. J.J. Nelson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing again on second down. Allen, he's got his man on the crossing route. 7 yards there and a first down. A first down carry for Smith. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Throwing on second down. Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards on the play. First down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down.
Watch the ship, watch the ship.
Throwing on first down. Allen. And it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Raiders pick it up. Accelerating, and off he goes. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Check 99, check 99.
Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On play action, Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Use the mic. Use the mic. Come on. You better.
Allen now to throw on 3rd down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Watch the edge.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Maurice Hurst and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
Here we go. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Slam, slam, slam. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On first down, it's Jacobs. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
The Chiefs on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. KC last year on 4th down, 12 of 15, 3rd best in the league, and they're going again. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and